Hi friends, this is the video for those students who are preparing for competitive exams. Now we will discuss Indian Penal Code, some important bits. First question. Blackstone defined a crime as follows. A crime is a violation of a public right and duties due to the whole community, considered as a community. It is defined by Blackstone. Next question. A man may be held fully liable, although he may have taken no physical part at all in the actual commission of the crime. It's true. A person will be held fully responsible if he has made use of an innocent against to commit a crime. It's also a true. The statements all true. Dash are the important forms of mens rea. For mens rea, there should be intention, negligence, and recklessness. These three must be very important for mens rea. Intention. Intention is also known as foreknowledge plus desire. Intention means foreknowledge and desire. Intention is equal to foreknowledge minus desire. It's false. You have to observe this. Intention is equal to foreknowledge plus desire. It's true. But foreknowledge minus desire, it's a false. Here, seventh question. A digs a pit in the way through which B passes and conceals it with grass, etc. with the intention of killing B. C passes through that way and falls in the pit and is killed. A is not liable for killing of C, as A never intended it. It's false. Section A. Question 8. Mens rea. Mens rea is not applicable for an offence, sedition. True. Mens rea is not applicable to sedition. Question number 9. A at times attempt is called as inchoate crimes. At times attempt is called inchoate crimes. It is true. Under section 34 of the Indian Penal Code, the essence of a joint liability is the existence of a common intention. Under section 34 of Indian Penal Code, the essentials of a joint liability is the existing of a common intention. Question number 11. Section 34 of the Indian Penal Code will not apply to a criminal act done by one person even if there is a series of acts. Question number 12. The main object of the punishment is or as follows: to prevent the offender from committing crime, to prevent other person from committing crime, to bring about a reformation of the offender. Question number 13. According to deterrent theory, punishment should be severe. Now, question number 14. According to dash theory, punishment is for the purpose of disabling or preventing the offender from committing the offence again. This theory is preventive theory. In preventive theory, the punishment is for the purpose of disabling or preventing the offender from committing the offence again. In deterrent theory, punishment should be severe. Next, 15th question. According to section 79 of the Indian Penal Code, nothing is an offence which is done by a person who is justified by law or who by reason of a mistake act in good faith believes himself to be justified by law in doing it. It is under section 79. In question number 16, general defense or exceptions which can be pleaded by the accused against his conviction or contained in section 76 to 106 of general exceptions. These are under general exceptions. Necessity is an important general defense to the criminal liability recognized under section 81 of the Indian Penal Code. According to section 76 of the Indian Penal Code, nothing is an offence which is done by a person who is or by reason of a mistake of fact and not by reason of mistake of law in good faith believes himself to bound by law to do it. These are explained under section 76. Now question number 19. A fired a bullet in a bush where unknown to hit B. B is lying hid and a bullet kills B. A is not guilty of murder of B because A has not fired intentionally at B. It's all true. A in a great fire pulls down house with good faith of saving human life or property. A is not guilty of any offence. It's also true. This statement is also true. Under section 84 of Indian Penal Code is substantially based on MC Norton's rule. In section 84, MC Norton's rules is explained. Section 96 of Indian Penal Code lays down the general provisions of the right of private defense. Section right of private defense is explained in section 96. The right of private defense is absolute. No, the right of private defense is not absolute. Next question. Conspiracy can only amount to abatement if an act or illegal omission takes place in pursuance of the conspiracy. This statement is true. Conspiracy can only amount to abatement if an act or illegal omission takes place in pursuance of the conspiracy. Fraudulently means doing anything with intention to defraud as defined under section 25 of Indian Penal Code. A instigates B to commit suicide and C puts poisonous drink in B's hand. Here A and C both are abettors. A by instigation and C by intentional aid. The statement is true. For the offence of abatement, it is necessary that the person abated should be capable by law to commit the offence or that he should have some guilty intention as that of the abettor or any guilty intention. No, the statement is false. Abatement of an abatement is not punishable. No, this statement is wrong. A instigates B, an insane person, to set fire to a public building. B does so. B has committed no offence, but A is guilty of abetting the offence. Correct. This statement is correct. According to section 120A, the Indian Penal Code, at least 2 persons are required to commit criminal conspiracy. Okay friends, we will meet on next video with some other bits. If you like my video, please subscribe, share. Thank you.